Alright, hello everyone. I'm making this video because recently I came across a problem with my on my 2013 Dodge Dart, which it had an oil leak. It was very hard to find. Then I started to see some drops of oil. Then opened the hood and started to see oil kind of everywhere around the front of the engine where the pulleys are and all that. Originally I thought the problem was the valve cover gasket. I thought for some time as well, because the oil filter reservoir and all that, the housing was all wet as well, so I thought maybe it was leaking from there. So anyway, so after degreasing everything and seeing the leak everywhere, I came across, and at some point I came across, while the engine was running, you can see the serpentine, the timing belt. You can see some moist of oil coming out and everything, splashing kind of everything. That's what I thought. Okay, so the problem is that somehow where the oil is coming from is getting in through the timing belt, and then the timing belt is pretty much spraying the oil everywhere. So that's why it was hard to find. So eventually I started taking things apart, and at the end I came across, once I removed the timing belt and all that, I removed the gear that goes into the crankshaft, and found a lot of oil pretty much all over here. And was pretty much the failure point was the crankshaft main seal, but in this case sits in the front of the engine. So I thought, okay, this is not a problem. So I searched online for parts for that car, 2013 Dodge Dart, and strangely enough, you can buy that seal. You know, that engine is shared in the Barth 500, and is shared with the Barth Spider 124, Jeep Renegade. A few vehicles uses that 1.4 turbo engine. Went to the dealership, and no, the only way you can get that seal is by buying pretty much the whole oil pump. This is the oil pump, right? So in order to replace this and remove it, oil pan needs to be removed, the oil cooler, the filter housing, which it bolts over here, needs to be removed. So now you have to replace more seals, more everything. Is like, oh, it's got to be a better way. So once I had access to this, I measure it, and it comes to millimeters. 37 millimeters the outer diameter, 27 millimeters the inner diameter, and then the thickness is 7 millimeters. So with that information, a buddy of mine helped me out. We were searching and searching for those kind of measurements, and it turns out the Barth 124 Spider has that seal, and you can buy it like separately. This is the old seal. So I said, how can I remove this? So I use the screw method. So first of all, this is the seal that we can get focus right there. So I kind of drill a little hole, right? And then with that, I actually screwed this. This is in this case kind of a drywall screw. And then using that, once I went a little bit, I was able to use a prying thing right there. Let's see if you can really see it. Let me just zoom in. That was the method. Right there. So I screwed that kind of like right there, and then from that point I was able to use this prying thing, and I was able to boom, pop it out. So the trick here over here, once I found the measurements and all that, I came across this item number. And the main problem is that I did not find anything else online, so we have to do a lot of research. So I ended up buying this L-ring. Let's see if it goes right there. Yep. L-ring 069.540. And once I was able to remove this part, I used a socket, 1 inch and 1/8 socket. No, this is 1/16, sorry. The 1/8 just rides a little bit on the upper lip. So I was able to put the seal. This is all installed, of course, in the car. Put the seal, set it right, and then with the mallet, I was able to tap. And I just went in slowly, a couple of taps, and actually was able to drive and compare it to the same, kind of like the where the sitting position of this seal is. And pretty much that was it. I had to put the timing belt back. But to me, was the biggest problem was that I could not find anything online. So that's why I'm posting this video with my experience. And if you need just the seal and not needed to buy the whole oil pump for your 2013 Dodge Dart, then this is the one. L-Ring 069.540. All right, good luck and thanks for watching.